I did not pick up a steal. Hello? Game? Hello? Oops. Oh, I'm gonna do this the hard way. Guys, we're gonna do this the hard way. Someone was talking about this fight and they're having a problem. We're gonna do this actually the hard way. I'm gonna show you what I mean by the hard way. We're actually gonna be jumping in between. I'm gonna make this way harder than it needs to be. It's just to demonstrate this. Because every one of these does have a spot in between. Someone was talking about how they died to this boss because they couldn't find an open spot. But what they didn't know is that there's actually a space in between all of the AoEs. So what I'll actually do on this run is we will intentionally go into between all of them. Just to demo it. I did want to do this. Oops, my dogs. As small as sometimes the space might be, it exists. It's a demo. This is not gonna lie. This is just something that someone mentioned, and I'm like, okay, let's just do it. You know, so at least someone out there can probably see it and like, okay, well, that's not bad. I'll actually try to see if I can get a camera angle to see all the other spots too, so you can just visually see that there is kind of openings everywhere. There should not be a crossover on anything. Actually, this one is odd because there's an opening there, everything has an opening on that one. Every single one you can squeeze in the middle. Just flex on the guy who wiped? No, not at all. He was asking, and I told him, I'm like, yo, there is space in the middle, and he just didn't know that. And I'm like, I actually did a summoner run where I got into that middle space. You know, I'm like, here, this is how you do it. So it's totally just a demo thing. And again, this is something that might be useful to someone in the future, I feel like, if I'm doing it. Not a flex at all. There are things, like, 100%, there are things that I will do out of safety, but then someone will encounter, like, a problem that I just never thought about until they run into it. I mean, I could think of a lot of ways to mess up things and a lot of ways for things to go wrong, but I don't think of every way. And then when someone finds it, I'm, like, curious as to why. Would that make sense? Just joking. Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. You're good. It would be different, like, Lo-Fi, if, like, they did it, and I didn't say a word to them, and then I end up talking about it. But I had a conversation with them and everything, so it's all good. Here, in between. You also have to accommodate for a potential knockback, like I take like a shift on the wall, so I have to take that into consideration. Isabel. Stop! Oh my god. Was the bad spot. Found the bad spot. So even here, there's a space in between here. Also, the timing is what you want to note here is that this is consistent timing. So like you get knocked back about 1 to 2 seconds later, the balls go boom. In the 60 boss, 100 floors earlier, the timing is different. If you actually try to time it where you try to shoot yourself in the middle of it, there's a chance that while you're getting knocked back, you will then get hit with the thing. Because of the way the balls actually go off faster than they do here. So it's actually a little bit more dangerous to do it that way. But this one is consistent with the timing. So that's a bad spot. So you can see the left, the two over here to my left. There's a small space over there. I'm just gonna... I know my songs are misaligned right now, so I'm just gonna burn it a little bit. Hey, I got my dots in. Alright, so there's gonna be... So look at the ones to my left and my right. There should be spaces here. So there's space, space, space. Everything has a space in between. $13... 20%. We should be good on time, everything. Oh! I didn't get off. What was that? I hit the wrong button. Alright, we'll find the hard one over here. Space in between, get the good angle, accommodate for a shove in the wall. Hey, you're just on time, Mountain Sakura. Haven't seen Behemoth yet, so you're right on time. I can geometry. I'm so proud I can geometry. You know I like failed that class before? In high school I did so bad in geometry. Although to be fair, I had geometry and trigonometry. It was both geometry and trigonometry. I couldn't do either of them. That's alright, there you go. Hard mode at 160. Unnecessarily harder, but if anything, that at least shows you that if you can't find that open space, you do have a small tiny area to jump into, as long as you're pretty good with, you know, drawing a line from point A to point B.